San Antonio, Texas. Just got off Amtrak. I have time to kill though because it's early, 4:30. And I have till 9 o'clock this morning before Aldi even opens to see about getting my truck. So, just wanted to show you, I guess, San Antonio, Texas. This is the 4th truck I've taken this year yet. My bag blew up. I'm looking for something the other day, so it's all down there. I gotta put it all up, and it looks a lot worse than it actually is. I have news, a little bit of an update. Yesterday, I was coming just through El Paso, just to the end of Texas there before getting into New Mexico. And the last 20 miles into the town there, I had this Texas Department of Public Safety trooper would pull people over and then fly by me and pull people over again, fly by me, pull people over again, 4 or 5 times, right? We get into town there to a 3-lane highway, you know, we got 1, 2, 3 lanes or whatever. I'm in the middle lane to keep the merging traffic, you know, that are coming on and off the road, you know, just keep out of having to do that. Coasting along with the rest of the trucks, we're all pretty much in the middle lane, didn't think nothing of it. Trooper comes by me again, but then slows down from the fast lane, gets behind me like he's gonna go to pull me over or something. The next thing I know, he panics and swerves to the right. There's a county unit coming this way, in that occupying that lane, which apparently didn't check his mirrors before he went to the right. Anyway, unintentionally, he pretty much pit maneuvered himself into that county unit, which sent the truck, sent his trooper deal straight that way into a parked Jeep that was on against the wall. I kept on going. Nothing made contact with my truck, so I just kept on going. What the hell, didn't think nothing of it. Go into the rest area in New Mexico, just past the state line, and I went to the restroom, came back out of the restroom, and there are 2 New Mexico troopers standing there reading my plate off on my truck. And then they tell me I gotta go back to the Department of Public Safety in Texas so they can take pictures of my truck, and that supposedly I'm not in trouble, blah, blah, blah. But the state trooper tried to say that I brake checked him or something, which I didn't do. But in the midst of all this conversation, it dawned on them and me, they want to check my dash cam, and then said, why am I not running with the dash cam? Because they thought that was a dash cam when it's just a driving assistance thing for the truck. And it's radar system to where if you get so close to the truck in front of you or car in front of you or whatever, it slows down. It's one of those deals because it's a Penske truck that's going to be into a box truck sometime, but not right, and not until I get it delivered. Anyway, in the midst of that conversation, with those cops pointing that out, thinking that was a dash cam when it's not, it dawned on me that I should have a dash cam for situations like that, because the trooper that happened to tried to claim to cover his own ass that it was a hit and run, so to speak, like I brake checked him and left. And they had to take pictures of the back of my truck, which there's no scratches or nothing because we didn't make contact. And it's not my problem if a trooper or anybody else gets right up on my ass. That would be a following too close citation that he should get, which is what I told his supervisor at the Department of Public Safety thing where I was sitting there waiting for him last night. If that's the case, he was following way too close if he can't, brake whenever I brake or whatever, and I didn't even brake. Of course, we watched over his camera footage. That takes like 2 hours because, of course, they had to take the trooper to the hospital, all this crap. Supervisor watches over the camera footage, and sure enough, I didn't brake for nothing. The trooper just decided to panic and go that way. I don't know if the truck might have geared down, because it does it automatically if you take your gas pedal off, the foot pedal off that thing, or this system itself will slow itself down, and I don't know if it puts on the brakes on when it does that or not. And I was following a truck in front of me, set with the adaptive cruise on, letting it keep the distance between me and the truck in front, and it's not my fault or my problem that the car following behind me. And a couple different times I looked back, he was maybe a foot off of that metal rim back there, off the end of that frame, maybe a foot from the front of his car, as he was probably trying to run my plate. I don't know what was going on there for sure, but a gung-ho road pirate like that gets what he deserves, in my opinion. I didn't do it to him, but he wants to do it to himself. Go have at it. But anyway, all that happened, and it made me realize that I'm gonna have to go buy a dash cam, and in the midst of doing that, to cover my own self, to have a dash cam that's front and rear facing, especially rear facing, I realized that I could also use that for YouTube. So, depending on if I can find a dash cam that has front and rear facing, the ability to power to it right there, and a good suction cup that later on I'll have to tape up because they're not designed to go from truck to truck. So I'll have to deal with that later on. But if I can find something like that, and then something that has Wi-Fi capability to be able to send the video right to my phone for a decent price, I don't want to go much above 100. Yeah, probably like Walmart or something. You know, I don't want to invest too much. Then I might have some drive time footage for you coming up. I don't know yet, but it dawned on me that I could have and probably should have had a dash cam to keep especially stuff like that from happening. Of course, he's just trying to cover his own ass by saying he didn't just swerve out of the way and pit maneuver himself against the county unit that was coming up behind him. To cover their own asses, because they're both government agencies, and they tried to blame it on me, like I brake checked and caused all that, which I didn't. You know, the supervisor saw on his video camera that this truck's brakes never came on. He just decided to swerve right. Decided he must have got a little too close. Probably was doing stuff on his laptop, looked up and went, and knee-jerk reaction, swerved to the right without checking his mirror, and basically pitted himself, and he went straight that way into a parked Jeep. And then I guess it made me look guilty or something if I just kept on driving. Ain't none of my problem. Ain't my business. Didn't make no connection with my truck. I ain't stopping and taking all that long to deal with all that shit. In my opinion, you know, if you're gonna be a gung-ho road pirate, that's what you get. Pay attention to what the hell you're doing and don't follow someone too close. That's what I had to say, and that's what I told the supervisor too. I told him that those couple different times I looked in the mirror, he was a foot off my bump, well, what wouldn't be, it ain't a bumper, but would be the middle frame in the back there. And that was following way too close, and you should see it on the video, and he did see it on the video, and I kind of hope he does give him a citation, because I told him anybody else in the general public was following somebody that close, they'd get a citation for it. And he should get one too, in my opinion. But at the bare minimum, he'll have a 2-week, probably paid vacation where they figure that out, or he might be terminated for destroying state equipment and then sending that state equipment into county equipment and into the, you know, private civilian's Jeep, and causing injuries there, and who knows what else because he wasn't paying attention. I don't know, but that's the latest update. Out of that, I might be able to get a dash cam tonight or tomorrow, and I might have dash cam footage in the next video. Like and subscribe, leave comments. I'll catch you in the flip. Peace.